The class of 2013 is proud of our classmate, Blake William Bauserman, who has worked hard to reach the highest academic level of achievement. I have the honor of introducing to you Blake William Bauserman, our valedictorian.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Oh, I can't hear you. How y'all doing? There we go. All right, for those of y'all who don't know, I'm Blake Bauserman, and I'm somehow y'all's valedictorian for this year. Now, I know y'all are tired of sitting there listening to people talk, Lorenzo, but I've kind of been working my butt off to come up here and talk to y'all for the past 4 years, so if you could bear with me for a few minutes, I would really appreciate it. I've had a lot of folks tell me they're really excited to hear what I have to say, so I'm hoping I don't mess it up. First off, I just want to say congratulations to everybody. I know it's a little bit cliche, but it's really cool to see that all the work and all the time we put in is finally paying off. I mean, we made it. Didn't we? Yeah, there we go, close enough. Now, I hope each and every one of you has learned information to help you through the rest of your life. Nah, but seriously, I hope you've learned something about yourself during your time here at PH, because in the end, that's what I think it's all about. High school isn't about learning random trivia or how to find X in an equation. It's about learning who you are as a person and finding out things about yourself that you may not have known before. I know I have. During my time at PH, I like to think there are 3 main things I learned about myself, and that's kind of what I want to talk to y'all about today. First thing I learned about myself is kind of a no-brainer. To be blunt, I learned to never be afraid to not take yourself seriously. When I first showed up to PH 4 years ago, I took myself way too seriously, and it kind of sucked. Despite that, I think it was sophomore year that I finally realized how to just cut loose, have fun, and goof around. And the rest, as they say, is history. Between then and now, I've gone to a bunch of parties, become a game show host, rapped about nucleotide bases, danced like an idiot at the state fair for over 4 hours, showed y'all how to get the ladies for the Mr. PH competition. Yeah. Taken my shirt off for no discernible reason multiple times, done a weird, goofy, do-si-do cowboy dance with the lovely homecoming queen, and went to prom with the first girl I ever had a crush on in high school. So, yeah. And all in all, I think that's a whole lot more fun than it would have been if I was still that same dork I was in 9th grade. Well, okay, I'm still a dork, but I'm a different kind now. Anyway, my point is, never be afraid to cut foot loose and have a little fun. In the words of a very wise man, Ferris Bueller, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Just be sure you don't miss it. Now, the next thing I learned about myself is actually the most recent. Back in November, my track to becoming valedictorian hit a bit of a speed bump. I failed a test in calculus. Believe me, I pitched a fit. I immediately started doubting myself and telling everybody that I wasn't going to be valedictorian anymore. And you know what everybody said back? Shut up, Blake, you're going to be fine. Not a single person ever expressed any sort of doubt in me and what I could do. I mean, heck, even Lorenzo told me to shut up and quit worrying. So I worked hard, did everything I could. Come to the end of the 9 weeks, I got an A. I pulled an A in calculus. A week later, I was called into the office and told I was going to be valedictorian. And the entire time, I'm thinking that I should have listened to everybody. So that's what I want y'all to take away from that. If you know you have the ability to do something, never doubt yourself. With enough grit and determination, there's very little in life that you're not going to be able to do. Provided you're willing to work your butt off, of course. For the third thing I learned about myself, I need you to take yourself back. 1 year ago today, what were you doing? Maybe you were hanging out with some friends, or working, or just chilling out because school was finally over. Now, what was I doing? A year ago today, my family and I decided to go to a concert up in Fredericksburg, Colt Ford and Lauren Elena. So we got there, we're enjoying the music, no big deal, just having fun, when a bunch of drunk guys came up behind us. And apparently they thought it'd be a good idea to pick a fight with my dad. So all night long, they're trying to bother us. They're like yelling at us or throwing stuff at us, etc. And we just kept ignoring them. We kept moving them, all that kind of stuff. But they were looking for a fight, and they were working to stop. So at the end of the night, the ringleader of the group comes up to me. And my mom is going, "Don't touch my son. Don't touch my son, please." And the guy looks at her and goes, "Good seeing you tonight, buddy." Bam! And smacks me on the chest. That was a bad idea. My mom pushed him away. He pushed my mom. My dad hit him, and a fight just broke out from there. Yeah, so, yeah, I see y'all over there. Yeah, well, anyway, during the fight, I'm just kind of hanging back because I don't really know what to do, and they kind of told me to stay back. But then as I'm standing there, I kind of felt my mindset sort of change. I'm thinking, this guy's trying to hurt my dad. These people are trying to hurt my family. And for all that is holy, I was not going to let that happen. So while I was standing there, you know those like the folding metal concert chairs that they have just sitting around? Yeah, I played baseball as a little kid, and I just kind of went to town. Crack! Right in the face, got him. So he went down. Yeah. He went down. My dad got him in a headlock, and the fight was kind of over. So security comes, they pull my dad off, the other guy kind of staggers away. And so we're telling our story to the cops, and we had witnesses saying it wasn't our fault, like the other guy had started the fight, he'd been bothering us for hours, etc. So another security guy comes up and goes, "We think we found the guy you were fighting. Was he wearing a Slayer t-shirt?" My dad goes, "Yeah." And the other guy goes, "Well, his face is cut all to pieces. What in the world did you hit him with?" I went, "That was me, sir." Now, I know what y'all are thinking. How does this in any way show what I learned about myself during my time at high school? Well, to me, it showed that you should never be afraid to fight for what you care about. My parents were willing to fight for me to protect me, and I was willing to fight for my parents to protect them. So I want y'all to adhere to that as well. If you care deeply about something, never stop fighting for it. Never stop working. Never stop showing how much you care. Because, hey, you might need it one day. So, I guess that's about it. Never be afraid to not take yourself seriously. Never doubt what you can do. And never stop fighting for what you believe in. Sounds pretty good to me. But if there's only one thing y'all take away from listening to me stand up here and ramble on today, I want it to be this. I love you guys. I'm so lucky to have been part of such a great class with so many amazing people and making so many great memories. In particular, I want to give a shout out to the PH track team. For anybody who doesn't know, I've run track for the past 3 years and I am horrible at it. Despite that, there has never been a single moment where I felt like I didn't belong. Even though we have some of the best runners in the country on the team, shout out to Travis Phillips, wherever you are. There he is. Yeah. Nobody ever gave me any less support than they gave to somebody like Travis. And to be part of a team with such camaraderie and team spirit is truly amazing. I love you guys so much. And my main point is I just wouldn't be where I am today without y'all. Because y'all make it worth it. All those nights staying up till 4 in the morning or not sleeping at all, worth it. All those hard IB classes, worth it. Worth it to be able to stand up here today and tell y'all how much of an impact y'all have made in my life and just how much I really appreciate it. If anybody out there ever needs anything, give me a call. I will do anything I possibly can to help you because you guys are my family. And as we've seen, I can be pretty protective of my family. And in the words of the inimitable Cy Robertson and the equally inimitable Jake Harris, that's a fact, Jack. Yeah. Thank you, Libby. Well, I guess that's it. I'm kind of running out of things to say. So I guess let's hear it for the teachers who've been put up with us the entire way and helped us out. Come on. Y'all give me a... And let's hear it for the parents who have put up with our hormone-addled teenage brains for the past 4 years. Come on. Come on. And let's hear it for you guys, the class of 2013. Best graduating class ever to come out of Patrick Henry. I love you guys, and I will see y'all at Beach Week. Yeah!